Hello, I am Tracy Jackson, also known as the Spiritual Cheerleader, and I'm coming to you today with an unboxing of the new Oracle deck, the Mystical Shaman Oracle, from my teacher and mentor, Colette Baron-Reid. She worked on this deck with Alberto, Villoldo, and Marcela, Lobos. And so I've worked with this deck online, and I'm so excited to actually work with it in person. Just so I give you a sense of the size of this. This is her Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and you can see how it's sized in relation to it. This is her Good Tarot deck. Also, this is another deck that I have by Alana Fairchild, and again, you can see the size of it. So let's open it up to see. I think the cards are probably just as big as like the cards in Alana's deck, not necessarily, so maybe a little bit larger than a traditional Oracle deck. Colette has even said that these are a little bit different from her traditional decks, but I am super excited to get into this one. I don't want to mess it up though. Oh my god, so scared. All right, so it came in this nifty little box, and it opens like so. Got a little message here. Before there was time, before there was language, there were sacred symbols. You can pop out the guidebook, which is pretty large. It's a little bit larger than the box there. And the Oracle deck comes in this nifty little box here. Love that. So it actually looks, if I'm comparing it to the size of Wisdom of the Oracle, they're about the same size. It's just the decorative box that they're in, which is really nice. And it's got this nice little ribbon and everything. So let's open up and look at the cards. So when we open up the box, we've got another little ribbon here, which I love, to help you get them out, which is nice, because I don't know if you guys have had that trouble when you have a new deck and like the box is wonky, so sometimes you can't get them all out or whatever. It's really ugh. But I'm weird. I like to keep these intact in the bottom of my box. These cards are freaking amazing in person. They feel kind of like a matte finish on both sides. And I'll go through all of them so that you guys can see them. And the artwork here was done by the artist that Colette uses she used her for all of her decks except for Wisdom of Avalon, I believe. And her name is Jenna De Gratalia. I think that's it. How do you say it? Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. Freaking amazing. Trying not to cover up the words here. That was one of the first cards I pulled online. And you guys can also check these out online until you get the decks. I think the way it's on her website, ColetteBaron-Reid.com, and I think it's / Mystical Shaman or / Shaman, I can't remember, or / Shaman, I'm sorry, / Mystical Shaman, something like that. But you can try them out there. Oh my goodness, this is such a beautiful card. Coyote. So it has a lot of shamanic references in there. Obviously, the shamans definitely believe in nature and signs and symbols, having spirit animals and things like that, having, sacred ritual, and having things like drums and stuff like that. Also, you know, working with the elements, earth, air, fire, and water. Just freaking amazing. And like I said, they're both, they're kind of like it feels like a very soft matte finish. It's not glossy at all. It's matte finish, but it feels soft. So these are so pretty. Just amazing. And I believe that this said it was, I think it was a 64 card deck. Sorry. 64. Yep, 64 card deck. Look how freaking awesome that card is. I mean, like, I just feel such energy emanating off of this. So pretty. Trying to fix my cards here. Holy Mountain, the Hummingbird, Hunter. And it looks like they're in alphabetical order as well as number order. So that's pretty cool. Interesting tidbit, the jaguar is the name for a black leopard here in the States. I learned that after watching the movie Black Panther. It wasn't said in the movie, but when I looked up what a panther was, because I was like, that's so interesting. Like, he had kind of spots like leopard in the movie. Like, let me look up a panther, and found that information. So, interesting tidbit there. Medicine wheel, which is very, very prevalent in Native culture. Middle world. Oh my God, look at this moon card. I'm in love. I love the moon. I'm a Cancer, so very, very attached to the moon. The owl, which is a sign for another one of my teachers, Gabby Bernstein. I mean, just look at the colors on these. Like, they're just absolutely beautiful. Rainmaker. I actually got a rattle. Just beautiful. Beautiful cards. Hoping that one comes into focus a little bit better. All right. The serpent. Probably should have held it back a little bit more. I'm just like in awe of how like beautiful they are, and so many concepts that are prevalent in Alberto's books. Like, he has a book called Soul Retrieval, and he talks a lot about like soul journeying and things like that. And I think that the cards kind of pick up on a lot of those concepts that he discusses in his books. So I'm really, really excited about that. And I probably like butchered his name because I think it's Villoldo. If I'm thinking of it, how I learned to pronounce double L's in Spanish. Taming the Wind. Look at the Thunder card. I mean, just beautiful. And just in case you didn't know, she did actually do her weekly reading with this deck this week. This one actually looks almost like a woman, so I like that. She talks a little bit about it. This was one of the cards she pulled, as well as the Time Master. She pulled that one this week. Look at the water card. I mean, I am in love. I'm in love with these cards already. Just beautiful. This is the last card, the Witness. All right, so moving on to the guidebook. One of the cool things about this deck, and it's kind of like, it's like a floppy hardcover. So it flops, but it's not like our traditional guidebooks that you normally get for, you know, Oracle decks. So I really, really love this. And she has in here, you know, it starts out with how to work with this deck. The cool thing about this deck is it has 3 messages for each card. There's the essence, the invitation, and the medicine. And here she says, the essence tells you the timeless message of the card. It expands the symbol until you grasp its message without you needing to analyze it. Always read the essence first. The invitation tells you the gifts that Spirit is extending to you at this moment. It is a call to action. Read the invitation only if your card is upright. The medicine tells you the aspect or area of your life or relationships that you need to bring into balance and repair. Read the medicine only if your card is reversed or upside down. Remember, there are no bad cards, so reverse cards should not be avoided. In fact, you may want to see this as extra help from the unseen world to guide and protect you. And that's something that is in all of Colette's decks except for Wisdom of Avalon. All of the cards can be read upright or reversed. And I love reverse cards because I feel like they are a little bit of extra correction for you, extra guidance, if you will, to keep you on the path that you need to be on so that you don't stray, you don't move off of your path. So I almost get excited when I get the reverse card. So like she says, it is not something to be upset about or something to avoid, you know. And the way that Colette actually taught me to you know, flip my cards so that some are reversed and some are upright is I spread my cards, and let me see if I can do this. I've got a little got a little bit of a mess over here with all the stuff I just unboxed. So let me see if I can pull this down here. Okay. Sorry that it's not, my camera is switched a little bit, so that's about as good as it's gonna go. But what I do is I take the cards and I try to make a circle with the cards, right? Sort of like this. And obviously it would be more of a flat surface, like if my computer wasn't here. But I take the cards and move them in a circle like so, and then I shuffle them around here, and then I'll pick up some this way, and then I'll pick up some this way. These fell down, and these fell. And then I would shuffle them because I'm pretty sure we absolutely did not have them shuffled before. And a lot of times what I'll do too is I'll make piles. This is how I shuffle my cards. The first times I get new decks, I usually make multiple piles to try to move cards around and stuff like that. And so shuffle these around. So that we don't have everything the same way. And I don't want to keep you. Probably should have done this outside of YouTube so that I could have sped it up so that you're not waiting on me to do all this. And I promise I will not do this next time. I will go outside of YouTube to do this. Almost done. All right. And then I just take the piles, put them back together. And now they should be fairly mixed up. Okay? So now it's time to pick our first card. So I will ask the question, what does the Mystical Shaman Oracle want to impart to us to help us stay in alignment with our highest good? And I'm going to pick 3 cards as well. First card's out. Second card's out. I'm going to use that for my 3rd card. All right. Wow. All right. So we got the moon. Sorry, I'm straightening that up. The moon is reversed. We got thunder upright, 56. And we got the sun upright. All right. So the moon is number 37 in the deck, and I love how pretty it is. So we would read the essence and the medicine for this one since it's reversed. Every 28 days, the moon manifests a steady progression from darkness to light and then back again. This phenomenon in our skies has a powerful impact on our human psyches. It offers us the certainty that after periods of emptiness and darkness, there is light waiting so we can be reborn into a new phase. This calls to mind a native African prayer to the moon. May our lives be renewed as yours is. The moon also has a strong influence on the ebb and flow of the waters on the earth. This same power in turn affects human feelings and emotions and mirrors their rising from or hiding back into the unconscious. The medicine tells us that this card calls you to go on a journey of renewal, just like the moon does every month, so you can get unstuck, whether from a specific situation or life in general. For this, you need to make time to be with yourself without the distractions of modern society. Have the courage to look at the unwanted or unembraced parts of your being until you arrive at a place of resolution. Shamanic lore explains that the finest treasures of humanity are hidden where people are most afraid to go. Right? So this message to me is really telling you that it's time to go within, time to get off of our computers. This is a perfect time to do it too, right? Mercury retrograde's in effect and stuff's been happening that might be wonky with your electronics. So it's telling you to get off of those and really go within and figure out, what things can be healed within yourself. What parts do you need to let go of? What things do you need to embrace that maybe you're not embracing? And look for that. And then the next card after that is Thunder. And it is upright. Legends speak of great thunder beings who live in the sky and call for your attention when great occurrences are meant to happen in the world. They warn when tensions in a situation are called upon to be released. Their presence in your reading reminds you of the dramatic moments in your life that change everything. Both awesome and frightening, when thunder arrives, it is also a wake-up call, one that you will not soon forget. When thunder comes into your reading, it refers to a big dramatic change that feels like a herd of wild bison on the run. You feel it right through your bones, and you know that you are powerless to influence whatever events have been set in motion. This is a time to be prepared for anything. Your life is an adventure, and wonderful opportunities are arriving now. The trick is to learn to run with them. Qualities that you'll need now more than ever are flexibility, dexterity, and a willingness to experience it all without dictating from where or in what form opportunities will come. Your destiny is arriving. Be ready. All right. So this card is really heralding, it's telling us, number one, that this is our base card, so it's telling us that we need to go within, really look at those parts of us that we want to embrace and the parts that we're ready to let go of. And when we do that, these amazing opportunities are coming our way. So get ready for them, get prepared, get flexible, be excited about them coming, right? Even though thunder is, like one of those things that it's kind of like, oh my God, it's scary. The thunder is really kind of signaling to us what is already coming and what is already in motion and in being, right? Because the lightning has already come. We hear the thunder as an after effect, right? So get excited about that. The next card is number 53, which is the sun. And the essence is the sun is acknowledged by many cultures as the foremost masculine force. In other traditions, it is seen as the feminine in her full power. Either way, it is the most brilliant light for all beings and allows life to sprout from the dark, feminine earth. It can be gentle and warming, close to sunrise or sunset, fall or winter, or it can be destructive, as in the zenith during the scorching summer. And it says for the invitation, have you been hibernating? Have you been introspective? It is time to come out of your cave and savor the life-giving light of our star. The sun rekindles your passion and your creative energy. Life is calling you to shine your light and to add your lightness and humor to the seriousness around you. Get out and play. Now you might be going, wait a minute, didn't you tell me to go inside with the moon? I did, right? I told you to get introspective. See what things that you need to let go of, the things you need to embrace. And then get ready for great things to come, right? But then I also want you to step out there and start shining your light. That's what this card is really telling you. Yeah, we go inside to really figure out what parts of us need to go. Like, what is inauthentic that you're keeping and holding on to? What about life are you holding on to that needs to be let go of? That's what the moon card is telling you about. And even though that's our anchor, building on that anchor is saying, if we do that, if we go inside and we see those things, then what happens next is we start experiencing all these wonderful things that are coming our way. And once we are starting to experience these things coming our way, we can really, really bask in the sunlight and really start shining our light for all to see, because our light will be authentic. We've gotten rid of everything that doesn't need to be there, and we can really get into our creative flow and move forward. So I hope that helped you today. I'm sorry if this ran a little bit long, but I wanted to really give you the full unboxing, and also wanted to show the cards and show how I, mix up my cards and everything so that they'll be upside down and in reverse. And so I really hope this helped you. If it did, feel free to leave me a comment below. If it's something that you think somebody will benefit from seeing, please feel free to share this with them. And also feel free to subscribe to this, because obviously I have a couple of more Oracle card decks coming in the next coming months. And as soon as I get them, I will be unboxing them here. I will also be sharing other videos, like my video from this morning that encouraged you, to do what you needed to do, and go for what you needed to go for, and to ask for help from your guides. And I'll be sharing, reviews of different books that I've read and things of that nature as well. So if you like all of this content, please, please, please feel free to subscribe. And if you're looking for me elsewhere on other social media, then feel free to follow me on Facebook. I'm Tracy S. Jackson 444. It's facebook.com/Tracy S. Jackson 444. And that is linked to my group, Spiritual Gold Diggers, which is also on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram at Tracy S. Jackson. So I hope to see you guys in some of those places, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.